Not only are Southern Water dumping raw sewage into our waters, they're also failing to maintain the sewage system. And I've come down to a local business to have a chat with them. They've been badly affected by Southern Water's lack of maintenance of the infrastructure and lack of care for the customers. Hi Marcello.
Hello.
Thanks for having me round for a little chat about how Southern Water's been treating you. Should we have a little sit down?
Yes, please. Yes.
So, Marcello, you've had this business for a long time. You're an important part of the community and you live here. And you've been massively messed around by Southern Water. I've been seeing the ongoing story for what feels like forever. So, can you explain from the start, basically, what Southern Water have been up to at your place of work, your business, and of course where you live?
You got enough time. It's been going over for 3 years.
Wow.
And it just started off for a smell. I can smell it in the salon, and we live above. We got a flat above, and we smelled a bad odor. And I phoned my insurance company and told them about it. They said, you need to, it's not got nothing to do with it. You have to go to the water company, Southern Water. I phoned them up, and they kept messing me around for 6 months or more for them to actually come round to investigate. Right. Then after 6 months or more, they keep coming round, and it was a sewage blockage outside my salon and my flat. And they got a camera, eventually a year later, they got a camera in, wow. A camera, and then I got the footage as well. They got the camera in there and saying, oh, you got a collapsed pipe, but outside your property on the pavements. Right. Nothing to do with my salon, was all outside. That's what makes me so angry.
And it's taken a year to get to that stage?
Yes.
Wow.
And hundreds of phone calls, and every time I asked them, can I have it in writing? They wouldn't give me in writing. Right. We can't send you an email and all like that, all the different excuses. And yes, and then they got a camera there and told me it's outside a sewage collapse. And then after again another 6 months or more, they started digging. Right. What is so strange about it, it was a special company, I don't know if I can mention names, but it was a special, they work for Southern Water.
Subcontracted out.
Yeah, subcontracted out, a special
Passing
team.
the buck.
And they was working on it, and they're saying is a joint pipe. And then they came back 6 months later, they was digging outside middle of the road. What I thought is so strange about it, sorry, the company's saying, they made a big cross saying next to the building on the path, that's where the collapsed sewer is. Right. That's where you need to dig. Yep. Why they dig in the middle of the road? Yeah.
I remember the road works. Yeah. It was chaos.
A big hole, and then they found it was a big hole. They said it was what's it called? A void. Right. And then they keep digging on another side of the cross. The cross should be on the right. They digged on another side, they dig there, and then they was digging outside my door. Again, they couldn't find nothing, and actually, I don't know if I should mention it, but the subcontractor keep talking to each other, and they're actually saying, we're digging, we don't even got a report. Right. That's why we don't trust Southern Water.
The lack of communication, yeah.
Yes.
I've been in some of the tunnels that go under here, the old wartime tunnels, and they've got a lot of the sewer pipes, they've just dumped them in the tunnels. And at the moment, so they're digging up the road, trying to find this problem, and there's a lack of communication going on. And is your business still open at that stage?
On and off.
Right.
On and off. They said the building is not safe, but the long as the customer is not tread on the left-hand side, you're fine. I said, you said the bill is not safe. They keep contradicting themselves, you know. And all the insurance company knew that right in the beginning. Yeah. And then they keep making excuses. Say, if you would let us know right in the beginning, we would have done something about it. I got the emails, I got the proof, everything. I contacted them right in the beginning.
So I remember you had like a lot of wooden hoarding up against your shop at one point.
Oh yeah.
Is that?
Well, just to cover things up, I think. Yeah. I keep going in and keep filming and taking picture, and they keep telling me to get lost.
And you've got to sleep upstairs at night whilst concerned about structural integrity of the building?
No. In the end, we had to move out.
Oh, you had to move out?
They gave us 2 hours notice to move out.
Wow, you've had to move out your business and your home.
Oh yeah, 2 hours notice.
And how long?
Without money, without nothing. That's
Wow.
another story.
And you're self-employed.
Exactly.
And how long was you out for? How long did you have to close the business and move out for?
Altogether, roughly 7 months.
7 months. You had to move out for 7 months.
With
That is...
2 teenagers and a baby.
Oh, wow. That must have been so hard. And your customers, I would imagine you have very loyal customers. You're very well known for your work. You've even cut my hair once and everyone wondered what's happened to him. He looks amazing. Your customers probably, did they have to go elsewhere? What did your customers do?
Yeah, they did. That's why my business is down for 30% now.
Wow, and you've got to pick it back up.
Yeah.
And so eventually they found the problem.
I'm not sure. I don't think they did it.
Really?
That's another issue. I don't think they found it. Why they not find out what the cause was? Well, the first said is a joint sewer, and then later on, 3 years later, they say it's a private sewer. And I asked them for the paper trail the whole time, and I never got anything.
Yeah, that's it.
And now I just requested it, and it's delayed at the moment. I wonder why.
Yeah, that is a complete... We keep focusing on sewage going into our waters, our rivers and our seas, and it's not just sewage, it's heavily polluted road runoff. But we must remember that the sewage infrastructure in Thanet is absolutely terrible, and it just cannot cope. And yet still we build thousands of houses, and you don't have any choice who to pay for your water and your waste. You have to pay Southern Water.
Exactly.
And that's how they've treated you. It's shocking. That is 7 months you've had to close your business and move out for. Yeah. That is shocking.
And they're saying, go back to your insurance company now. They said to me they would pay all of my losses.
Yep.
And now they told me, we're not interested, go back to your insurance company. And now the insurance company dropped me as well. So what's going on?
So the insurance company, off the back of that massive scenario problem you had, dilemma, they now don't want to insure you anymore for something that was completely not your fault.
Exactly, but they don't explain it. I'm still asking for the answer. They just make excuses saying, well, you're still under, under a claim. Yeah. But I shouldn't really claim under my insurance. I told them in the beginning, it was Southern Water, admitted liability.
It's their problem.
I know, I've been through hell.
I'm so sorry to hear that you've been treated like that, but thanks for having me round to have a chat about it, because it's great to highlight the problems that the infrastructure is having, and well done to you for speaking up about it. And people watching this video, you know, we've really got to stand up and sort out our sewage problems, and we still keep building and building and building, and it's just really not on. So Marcello, thanks ever so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate that. Cheers.
Thank you.